Hi, 6th grade students. This is a video on how to finish a vocabulary word. In science, we make a dictionary full of all of our vocab words for the unit, and the expectation is that you finish all of them to receive the points for your words. So our first word is science, and you can see that I've put science right there. You should also have science. I've copied down the definition that was shown to you, and that's also posted in your room. And I have also copied down our in other words. Take a look. Do you have the unit written down, Intro to Science? Do you have your name written down? Because you are going to need to turn this in, and we need to know who you are. Your full first name, full last name. All of these things you copy off of the board. It's the bottom part that you need to finish on your own. So this part right here also needs to be done if you are going to get points for your vocabulary. You can see that you have two choices, a picture representing the word or a real-world example sentence. You can pick one or the other. You do not need to do both. I'm going to show you both options for science. Science is a way of learning about the natural world, so explaining what happens around you. If I want to draw a picture of that, I need to think about something I did in class. I need to think about something that defines and matches the definition or my in other words. So to me, I see the words natural world and I think of nature. And then I have to explain what happens. So I might draw a picture that looks like this. There are two people out walking in nature and they're reading a sign. So now they're learning about the natural world by reading that sign. Or if you don't want to draw, and if you do choose to draw, stick figures are just fine. But maybe you don't want to draw. You would rather write a sentence. This is a choice for you. I might write, a real-world example of science is when you take a nature walk and read about what you are seeing. Notice that is a complete sentence. Notice that I started with a real-world example of, matches right up here, real-world example. And that I actually put the definition, I put the vocab word in my sentence, science. I've got it right over here. A real-world example of science is when you take a nature walk and read about what you are seeing. You need to have a full sentence. If all you write down is when you take a nature walk, that is not enough. A full sentence. A real-world example of science is when you take a nature walk and read about what you are seeing. So, for full points, each vocab word must be completely done like one of the options below. You do not need to do both, just one. So things they have in common. They both have the unit, Intro to Science. Intro to Science. They both have your full name, Ms. Griffin-Boyle. Ms. Griffin-Boyle. They both have the word, science. Science. They both have the definition copied down. Definition is copied here. Definition is copied here. They both have the in other words box filled in. In other words is copied here. In other words is copied here. The difference is which option you choose for the bottom half. If you choose a picture, again, stick people are just fine. We do need to be able to understand what you're drawing, but we're not looking for professional level art here. If you choose a drawing, this is great. Or you could choose a sentence instead. Remember, if you choose a sentence, it needs to be a full sentence. A real-world example of, and then the word, is, and then your example. A real-world example of science is when you take a nature walk and read about what you are seeing. You are going to now finish your vocabulary words that we have started so far in our Intro to Science unit. When you get to the word science, you are not allowed to copy mine down. You need to come up with your own example or your own picture. This just shows you how to do it. Let your teacher know if you have questions.